folks, this week we've got a beer from Boston, Massachusetts. From a familiar brewery, a very large, very popular brewery. We've got one from Sam Adams today. And for the true peak summertime, it's only been summer for a week. Today we're having the Breakaway Blonde Ale. It's a blonde or a golden ale, 4.7%. It should be refreshing and crushable, is the hope. That is the hope. So, yeah. It shows, the only photo I could find was of a can. I have it in a bottle today. Not that it makes much of a difference, other than the fact that this bottle is sweating hard right now because it is warm. Even though we have the air conditioning running, it is currently 78 in my office, and I'm sure that number will go up. But let's get it correct. The problem with bottles is I have to use a bottle opener. So we don't get as nice of a when you start it, or when you start it. Like it's a car when you open it. Yeah, we try really hard to not give in to bad behavior with Pinto. But he, wants so badly for us to feed him if it's any time after 4 p.m. and we're in the kitchen. And he wants really badly to go outside if one of us was outside. And it's like, that's not the rules. Huh. Alright. The thing is, I don't know if cats can learn consequences. Oh, she purdy. That is a beer right there. Since the last time we had a beer review, I did move my camera, my other camera for the beer. So, if this is terribly not in frame or bad quality, it probably needs to be adjusted. Let's see. Oh, it's not even using the right thing. There we go. Oh, it's actually not too bad. It could be a little further over. There we go. Nice. That looks nice. All right, let me get a photo. I almost forgot the order of events that I do this in. It's been so long. All right. So the Breakaway Blonde Ale from Sam Adams. What Untappd has to say about it is, you can't make a primetime pack without this malt-forward, golden, and sweet blonde ale. Light cereal and biscuit notes team up with touches of tangerine to give Breakaway Blonde a balanced complexity. The light body, clean, and quick finish will make the whole crowd cheer for more. Easily appealing for the whole crowd with a gentle, biscuity aroma and light body, this blonde ale is balanced and clean with a subtle hop touch and quick, refreshing finish that will help it break away from other beers this season. Let's give it a try. For some reason, my Stream Deck is turned off. Don't know why. And it's probably not gonna be connected. There we go. Good stuff. Cheers, everyone. It smells like it smells just like a beer. There's not much there. Oh, that is incredibly light and bright and almost sour. That's not at all what I was anticipating. Skipping a little. We're dropping more. I don't understand why when I tell my software to set a bit rate at like 9,000 arbitrary units, that it'll then go, okay, well, we're going to be at 7,000 for a little bit. Now we're at 5,000. And then it'll go up to like 18,000 randomly. Like, why? Why does it do that? Any experts in the chat? And we're not even hitting our number now. We're at 20% drop frames. I don't understand. I don't know why this is happening. And there's not really anything I can do either. Oh. Well, I don't need it to run a speed test, but I guess it wants to run a speed test, so. I don't really know how to explain what bitrate is. I'm not going to try. I don't know. I've got decent upload speed right now. I feel like that's fine. It should be more than fine for what I'm trying to do. At least I think so. I guess I don't really know. But I feel like I pay for a lot higher of an upload speed than that. So that's a little odd. I could see if I need a driver update, but that's risky to do while you're like actively streaming. Yeah. That would be a real risky move. Oh boy. Anyways, this beer, it kind of shocked me that first sip. The second sip was a lot more normal, I guess. But that first sip, it was a lot brighter than I was anticipating. When I read in the description that it was talking about tangerine, I was kind of caught off guard. I didn't anticipate that I thought it was just a blonde ale. But it does actually have quite a bit of like that orange citrusy flavor. That I wasn't expecting, but I do really like. It's a little bit like a blood orange flavor. And it's really satisfying. It does not take away from the fact that it does kind of come out of nowhere. And it's a little bit of aggressive of a flavor immediately. But it is refreshing. It does finish nicely. It takes a while to get there, but that orange flavor is nice. Once you get past kind of the inherent sourness of the orange, it is pretty pleasant. Yo, HBG, what up? Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hope you're doing great. So nice to see you. Our internet is struggling again, just like last week. Somehow we got it figured out last week, and I didn't change anything, so I don't really know what's going on this week. But hopefully we plateau over wherever we're having issues. Now Twitch says my bitrate's fine, so I'm not quite sure why OBS is saying that there's issues. I wish I could change my bitrate while I was live, and it is kind of weird that you can't do that, because it would be really nice to lower it without having to end stream. I don't know why I can't do that. It doesn't look okay now. I will say that. Like, there is a manual or an automatic setting, but I don't think I can enable that. Let me look quick. Dynamically change bitrate to manage congestion, but I can't enable that while I'm streaming, which is very odd. I don't know. We'll just ride with it. We are up to 27% drop frames, which is very bad. What did you say the other game before me? Yes, other game before Meebles, Libby. And it'll probably be better that we do that because it's kind of an idle game, so it'll be better to do that while we're letting the internet catch up. Now it says it's fine. So maybe we're fine. I don't know. Yeah, I like the orange in this. Again, it was not at all what I expected, but I do really like it. Um Overall though, the beer, it's probably not as refreshing as I'd like it to be. I think and that's honestly on me for picking a blonde ale because blonde ales are always a little more creamy. Um they're a little more thick in terms of just like kind of a fuller body to the beer than like a lager would be. Now, obviously, compared to like a dark beer, it's not thick at all. But I'm comparing it to a lager. I'm comparing it to another like classic beer. Sounds good, Libby. Sounds good. Um, and I think that's what I was anticipating when it came to like a light, refreshing beer. This is still both those things, but not quite at the level that I think I was anticipating. I like the orange or the tangerine, I suppose. I like the very it caught me off guard, but the very like exciting first flavors. It's very almost it's fizzy, It's got a lot of carbonation. So that early citrus flavor just really like bounces on the tongue a lot. Um I do like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start writing the review because I'm just kind of rambling at this point about the same things. All right. So Untappd. Oh, my phone battery's low. Breakaway Blonde. All right. What do I have to say about this one? Come on, autocorrect. Do my job for me. Not too like. I'm working on it, phony. I'm working on it. Huh. All right, I'm out of characters. I wanted to write more. I think I rambled too much at the beginning, but oh well. All right. Here's what I have to say about the Breakaway Blonde Ale from Sam Adams. I said, I was initially caught off guard by the bright and almost sour citrusy flavors at the start of this beer. It's an exciting forward taste that mellows to a creamy and not too light ale. The tangerine is a welcome flavor addition. This is crisp and tasty. I'm gonna give this one. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Right on. I mean, that's kind of the average rating, and I think I'm right there. 3.5. That's what I think, and I'm going with that. And you can have it, and let me know if you disagree. Um, I said the flavor profile was malty and citrusy. Some people say cereal. I don't know if I get that. No, I don't know if I get that. But malty, citrusy. I'm also going to say it's very bright, are the flavor profiles I'm giving this. Let's get it checked in. All right. There we have it. We are dangerously close. We're at beer 691 now. We're almost at 700 beers. I don't know when that happened. Hey camera, you want to focus on that? 691. I guess I had quite a few on our trip. We might have 700 by the end of the summer. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be very cool. But yes, thank you for joining me this week. I'll have another new beer in 1 week's time. On the 6th of July, I guess. Yeah, it'll be July by then. So do join me then. I don't know what I'm drinking, but it'll be a beer, and I hope you join me for it. Cheers, everyone.